Cherry Creek Sports Network, in association with the Kearney High School Activities Association, is proud to review Kearney High School basketball on CHSAA. We join you live from the Kurby Lyle Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Smoky Hill Buffalos. And hello, friends of Veteran Paris. I'm joined by Matthew Anderson. Matthew, we've got a battle of two winless teams tonight. Someone's got to leave here with a W.
Yeah, Ben, both of these teams are looking to put up their first win on their record. If we advance up those team rankings. But to me, Ben, 0-3, Schmo and 3. Look at both of these teams, and you rearrange their schedule, and suddenly they're 3-0. They've had some of their most challenging games yet, these Bruins have. The number 1 ranked 4A team, the number 2 ranked 5A team, a 17th ranked national team. And what's been good about these games is that they've challenged these teams to sort of develop and grow. You know, coming into their first game against Arapahoe, Cherry Creek had 1 week of practice and a mostly new lineup. So there were some kinks in their offense, but with these challenging games, they've been forced to work those out. You could really feel that in their game against the nationally ranked Grandview team. They worked those out, and we're looking forward to seeing that develop this week.
And just to go back in history, 0-3 really is Schmo and 3, because in the 2007-8 season, Cherry Creek started 0-3 and finished 18-3 to end their season at 18-6 overall. Matthew, a player that's been looking great this season so far, undoubtedly, is Abby Reed, and she looked like she was in mid-season form from behind the arc last Wednesday against Arapahoe in the season opener. She made 6 3-pointers. She made 23 points total, which was her career high, and she did that while going just 6 from 17 from the field. As she improves then in the mid-range the couple weeks, she's going to become an even more lethal weapon.
I like that, Ben. Lethal weapon. And the truth is if she's effective from 3, she can be effective from the mid-range. She is also recently the star on CCSN's latest halftime segment, A Slice of Life with Cooper Katsky. And here we are, Ben.
We'll watch out for her from deep tonight. By the way, tonight, the 26th matchup between Cherry Creek and Grandview since 2005, and in all 25 of those matchups, Cherry Creek has never lost to Smoky Hill. We're getting ready for basketball. The Cherry Creek Bruins, the Smoky Hill Buffalos are up next on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Paris, Matthew Anderson getting ready to honor America with the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kurby Lyle Gymnasium for tonight's game between the visiting Smoky Hill Buffalos and your Cherry Creek Bruins. As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Benjamin Paris, Matthew Anderson back alongside each other for the first time since what, March? Or not March. It feels like it's been March since last March. Last November, rather, when we were inside the Stutler Bowl. But here we are, Matthew, Kurby Lyle Gymnasium, fourth game of the season for the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Smoky Hill Buffalos, both coming in at 0-3. If neither of these teams are determined tonight, they've got to be doing something wrong.
Well, absolutely, Ben. I mean, one of these teams is going to come out victorious, break that losing streak, and hopefully gain some momentum for the rest of their season. There's actually, you mentioned it in open, Ben. There's a 25-game winning streak between the Cherry Creek Bruins over the Smoky Hill Buffalos for the past, since 2007, right? Since the beginning of us recording stats on Max Prep. So a couple of big streaks here tonight, losing streaks, winning streaks to be maintained and lost.
Well, Matthew, Cherry Creek beat this Smoky Hill team twice last season, but as we've talked all season long, that roster is drastically different than it was last year. Cherry Creek won 93-18 and 83-36 in the two contests last year. But hey, anything could happen.
Anything could happen, Ben. I mean, these teams are very different teams than we saw last year and, progressing down the playoffs. And, of course, these teams are also going to be very different teams when we see them match up again in Game 11. I mean, Cherry Creek, for its part, is missing two players tonight, and they've really started to pick up some momentum, moving forward, developing as a team, and that's liable to continue for the next 7 games as, they'll match up again 7 games from now, Game 11.
All right, Matthew, Cherry Creek sticking with the same starting lineup that's had all season tonight. Abby Reed, Casey Kyle, Logan Christensen, Kinsey Christensen, and Charlie Gordon, the starting 5 for the Bruins. We're just about ready to go. Logan Christensen got to take the tip for the Bruins. But I know I'm pretty excited for this game. And here we go as the Buffalos win the opening tip-off. Lindsay with the ball. Goes to Toom. And that pass almost intercepted by Kinsey Christensen. But Smoky Hill will keep possession of the ball, looking for a pass. It's Fifita. Back out to Toom. As the ball is almost stripped away by Logan Christensen. Possession arrow going to go to the Bruins, and they're going to start on offense. Now Casey Kyle with the ball for the Bruins. She's coming off a game against Grandview, 18 points, and went 10 from 13 from the free throw line, Matthew.
Casey's been money all year, Ben. She's currently the points leader at 43. She's been leading this team as the point guard, and
shot popped by Kinsey Christensen, no good. Rebound goes to her sister Logan. Reed gonna take a free three-pointer for the top. The key is good. Abby Reed on the board. She has had quite the game, or quite the season from behind the arc so far.
That's what you like to see, Ben. She's been 44% from behind the arc, coming 60% in that first game. She gets hot, and she's a lethal weapon when she does.
Nostad looking to shoot, and it is good. Excuse me, that is Graham Bush. Rather, it's 3-2 in the early goings of this matchup. Excuse me. Yep, 3-2. After Reed's three-pointer. She's had another open one. A little short off the front iron, gonna bounce around. Ball gonna go to the Buffalos. Lindsay. As it's a little give and go, Lindsay will keep possession. Gonna drive a little bit. Foul gonna be called there as she goes to the ground. Not sure if it'll go on Charlie or Abby. Looks like it will go to Charlie Gordon, the junior. First foul of the game for the Cherry Creek Bruins in the early goings. And into the game is Caroline Garland for the Buffalo. She's at the top of the stack on the inbound play. As Buffalo's trying to work inside. Looked like she bounced it off her own foot. Kinsey Christensen with some great lockdown defense there on Grambush. As a little sidearm pass to Nastad is up. And the mid-range shot is good. And the Bruins trying to push the pace a little bit. Kyle to Reed. Inside looking for Christensen. Ball gonna go out of bounds. Stay here. Stay here Bruins ball.
And Cherry Creek wants to turn up the pace on this game, Ben. Flip it around on Smoky Hill. They think they're a good, well-conditioned team. And especially with these masks, they think they can beat out their competition on conditioning. The question is, can they keep that fast pace up? You can't be, putting the ball out of bounds.
Reed, corner three, it is open, looks to be short. Rebound falls right into the hands of Logan Christensen, won't go. Another rebound, her sister Kinsey gonna put one up. It is good, and the foul. Kinsey Christensen will head to the line and try to complete the three-point play. 67% free throw shooter this season so far.
That's going to bring Kinsey into the double digits. 10 points now on the season.
And she's got the three-point play. 6-4 lead, Bruins. Just under 6 minutes to go in quarter number one. As Lindsay, ball poked away by Gordon. Buffaloes will still maintain possession, however. Inside pass, looking for somebody, but Abby Reed's going to come out with the ball for the Bruins. She's going to push the pace. Bounce pass to Christensen, back out. Casey Kyle will pop a three. She's got one! After going 0 for 3 from three-point range in their last game, Kyle is on the board in her first attempt this evening. And a travel called on the Buffaloes. Bruins will get the ball back. Now, Matthew, this Bruins team has had absolutely no issues from three so far this season.
Absolutely not, especially in comparison to other top teams in the state, Ben. They really are money. They work on their shooting every single day. Of course, they're also missing Mei Ling Brennan tonight, who's also money from three. Money Mei Ling, if you will.
As Christensen, back out Reed. She wanted to pop a shot. She was open for just half a second. Look back out. Back out. Kyle. Abby Reed in the corner. Three-pointer. How about yes? Abby Reed's got 2 3-pointers. And we're not even halfway through quarter number one. Now, she made 6 in that first game, Matthew. She might just beat it tonight. Shot no up is good. Blocked by Logan Christensen. Logan Christensen with another block. She is absolutely shutting down the Buffaloes in the pace. Bruins trying to get some Niners. Kyle going to put one on and lay it in. Casey Kyle. And that's going to force the Buffaloes to take their first timeout of the game. Matthew, the Bruins come out. They're up by 10, not even halfway through quarter number one, but the pace, we haven't seen anything like this all season.
Yeah, totally unmatched, and it's throwing Smoky Hill for a loop. Smoky Hill hasn't seen any pace like this all season, Ben. They're a bit worn out. Their coach is asking them, let's take a timeout, regroup, regather, grab a breath. I mean, it really is quite a bit easier to get winded in these masks. It's hard to have an appreciation for it, but truth is, in a COVID season where you have these masks on, a lot of times conditioning is going to matter a lot more. that's one strength for these Cherry Creek Bruins.
Now, Smoky Hill on the season has two common opponents as the Bruins. They both played Arapahoe and both played 4A number 1, the Mullen Mustangs. And the Bruins and Buffalos both lost to those two teams. And Smoky Hill kicked off their season against Eagle Crest. So that brings us to tonight. 4:23 left in quarter number 1. Double guard there, going to go out of bounds on Grambush. Great defense there from Gordon. Bruins going to get the ball with 4:20 left in quarter number 1.
Cherry Creek really happy with their starting 5. They're not worn out yet. We're almost 4 minutes into the game. No substitutions. Smokies had to make a number.
Kyle pops a 3. It's good. Now she's got 2-pointers. So now Kyle's got 2 threes. Reed's got 2 threes. The Bruins have to be happy from their shooting from the floor so far. That one off the back iron. Looked to be out of bounds, and it is Bruins ball as Sam Smith get a check into the game. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout as we hit the halfway point. We're going to take a quick break and hear a quick word
Hi,
from our
we're
sponsors
Blacklist
over
Athletics and
at
Strongman. We're a new
Blacklist.
gym here in Centennial. We'd love to have fun and train a little different here.
Go Creek basketball!
We like to show you how different we are.
There you have it. Quick message from our friends at Blacklist Athletics and Strongman. Go check them out by the Centennial Airport, a new boutique gym. Pretty cool stuff, Matthew. I love how they pull that truck at the end of the commercial. So just through 4 minutes and every single quarter, halfway through, a 30-second timeout is taken. It's an official timeout, not charged to either team. But here we go. Bruins up 13, just halfway through quarter number 1. It's like halftime, but for every quarter. Kel McDavid checking into the game. Oh, wow. 4 substitutions for the Bruin there. Looks like Sam Smith is in there. Maria Johnson's in there. And Julia Leach, along with Kel McDavid and Sam Smith. Smith with the ball now. Great pass. Charlie Gordon, wide open from 3. A little bit short off the rim. Gordon has the ball still after the rebound from Smith. Mid-range shot from Charlie is up and good. Gordon shooting just 28% from the field this season. She's looking to get that number up early. Quick 3-pointer up from the Buffalos. Won't go. Leach with the rebound. Now McDavid. Kel is one fast person, and you know that. She does track and field and volleyball in addition to basketball, but she's just playing out fast. Someone you love to have on the court. Johnson, little bit of a crossover move. Gonna go back out. McDavid to Smith. Long 2 is up and good. The Bruins are hitting all of their shots, Matthew.
They really are, Ben. That's going to put them at an 18-point run. 18-0 point run. Smoky Hill hoping to end it here. They just haven't been able to get that penetration in the paint that they usually want and expect.
As Leach is going to get yet another steal. McDavid in the paint. Layup is in and good. Bruins running up the score here early. Matthew, they average just 39.3 per game. I mean, they're already halfway there in the first quarter. As a foul is going to be called there, I believe it's going to be charged to Sam Smith. I lied, it's going to Maria Johnson. Now, Maria Johnson, we saw in the first game, quite an aggressive defender. She loves to poke at the ball and get those steals, and she is very disciplined. Very rarely gets reach-in fouls as Julia Leach comes flying in for another block.
You're absolutely right, Ben. Maria is aggressive not just on defense, but also on offense. You'll see her drive to the paint quite often. She's left-handed and brilliant at driving there.
Foul's going to be called there on the Bruins. Going to be called on Julia Leach. Don't believe the Bruins have yet to have a shooting foul, though. All of them have been on the floor, which is not the best way to take fouls, but you're also not sending your opponent to the line. As the Buffaloes are just trying to find some sort of pass. Bruins with some great defense as Garland eventually ends up with the ball before it goes to Fifida. She's going to pop a 3, and it's going to go off the front iron. It was short. And Garland's just going to strip that one away. Fifida going to start a drive on Smith, but then she's going to have to back up. Inside pass, a great one, but the Bruins going to come away. Looks like we have a jump ball. Julia Leach will come away, but the possession arrow goes to Smoky Hill. Just inside, 2 minutes to go. Bruins up 19 in the early goings. Bruins trying to look for an inside pass. Very well defended by Smith. As Smoky Hill going to pick a shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebound goes to Garland. And another jump ball. This time the possession arrow going to the Bruins. Matthew, when you talk about a sport like hockey, you talk about winning those battles like though. And Cherry Creek is getting into a lot of battles. You don't necessarily win or lose them because of the possession arrow. But some good battles down low.
Absolutely. They're really aggressive too, Ben. I mean, these are your varsity second stringers, right, Ben? But they get after it. They want those stats, trying to prove themselves every day, and they're doing a great job.
Paige Johnson puts 2 more up for the Buffaloes, 23-6, as we approach the 1 minute mark left to go in quarter number 1. Smith back out to Johnson. Looking to the quarter. It's Hedrick. Hedrick looking for a pass to the paint, and it went off a foot. It's going to go the Smoky Hill Buffaloes' way, but a pretty good pass there from Hedrick looking for Johnson in the paint.
Yeah, just a bit of miscommunication there about where every player was. You're still working on that, Ben. You know, you only have 1 week of practice heading into the season. It's a little bit hard to learn how to read your fellow offenders, especially when the lineups get recycled like that.
Abby Reed going to check back into the game for the Bruins. And so far for her tonight, she's just been playing Papa Shot. And the Buffaloes will get a sub into, looks like it's going to be Jaslyn Lindsay. So Reed going to run the offense for Cherry Creek. She's got Smith in the corner, pump faked and then got the ball back. As the Bruins working the perimeter. McDavid on the inside is up, but you can hear the slap from here coming from Toom. That's going to send McDavid to the line. McDavid, a career 27% free throw shooter. Misses her first, just off the back iron. And McDavid will go for her second. Now on the season, this is her first trip to the line this season, and the second one will go after it bounces off the front and the back iron. So Buffaloes with inside 35 seconds, going to try to put some more on the board before this first quarter comes to an end. Shot up to Twoom. Foul called. She'll go to the line. Laurel Hedrick will get called with the foul. Twoom on the season, 30% from the line, 7 for 23. She'll now take her 24th attempt, which is good, and number 25 upcoming. And Twoom's second is good. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. And now the Bruins get to hold for just a second. They want the last possession of the quarter as Clint Evans just held up the number 1 to his point guard. Hedrick back to Reed. Pass was deflected. Reed caught up to it though. Reed back. After one here from the Kurby Lyle Gymnasium, the Cherry Creek Bruins lead the Smoky Hill Buffalos. It is 26-8. We welcome you back inside the Kurby Lyle Gymnasium. Benjamin Paris, Matthew Anderson. Matthew, 26 points, 1 quarter. I certainly love that figure.
Don't we, Ben? I mean, averaging 39.3 points per game. Now you're 26 points in the first quarter. Check my math, but I think that's 104 points per game. Cherry Creek starting to sub in some of their more junior players now, get them some exposure. But, Ben, this is a standout performance on the season.
It's been their best game of the season so far. Reed making shots from deep. Kyle making shots from deep as the 5 starters are back in the game for the Bruins.
And the thing is, when you look back at their past 3 games, their worst quarter is actually typically their first quarter, right? So they're beating expectations by a large margin here.
And Matthew, once they do it tonight, they could certainly start doing it in every game because it's very easy for 1 to turn it at 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to basketball. And once a team gets hot, they get hot. You know, the Suns went 8-0 in the NBA bubble last year and unfortunately missed the postseason mark, but teams can get hot just without any warning.
Sure thing, Ben, especially having gone through probably their 3 hardest matchups of the first 7 weeks.
Gordon was open, but she looked to the paint, back out to Kyle, to Reed at the top of the key. Her three-pointer will be short off the front iron. Then Kinsey Christensen will take a mid-range shot, that one a little long as well. As Lindsay with the ball, gonna try to rush up court, poked out of her hands. Few Bruins were there. As Reed gonna try to rush back out. She's gonna go to Gordon. She's got 2 on her. Now 3, the trap. Reed gonna drive, pop a shot from the free throw line, just off the backboard and off the iron, no good. Now it looks like Smoky Hill's coming coming out in the zone defense for this quarter, as that ball off the hand of Stengel, gonna be Bruins ball.
And Ben, Cherry Creek, when they get those fast breaks like that, they're typically going to go into a motion offense, pretty much motion offense all tonight. Three out, 2 in, and they're looking to set some strong screens, but that's really where they've struggled in the 3 out, 2 in, as they are in now with setting those strong screens. That's one thing they really want to work on tonight.
And as Christensen drove, Gordon was asking for the ball, but couldn't get it. And a steal right there by Kinsey. Now here comes Kyle, trying to rush down court, gonna pop a shot. Foul called as she was going towards the hoop. She's gonna head to the line. We'll say it once again. She made 10 out of 13 free throws. I mean, she almost put on a clinic there. She rushed to the hoop a lot, and Grandview couldn't stop her in the last contest. And Kyle's first is good, a 70% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 14.3 points per game. And her second one won't go, but the Bruins are going to get the offensive rebound. Kyle going to put up a shot inside the paint, get 2 more. A 3-point play, kind of, just the backwards way, Matthew. As Stengel's shot was no good. Logan Christensen with the rebound. Kyle with a long pass to Reed. Shot is up, no good. Tipped at from Gordon, but she couldn't come away with the ball. Buffalos will get it. And another pass tip. I mean, the Christensen sisters alone just racking up the steals. It's both Kinsey and Logan.
They're a dynamic duo, Ben. You can count on them. You know, they have the height that a lot of other girls don't really have on this court. Makes them strong paint defenders, of course.
In previous years, Cherry Creek's starting lineup has had a ton of chemistry, but it's been chemistry that is, kind of built as it come along. But when you have 2 sisters in the lineup, the chemistry is already there for at least 2 players.
Absolutely, Ben. And they've really begun to forge that chemistry, especially last game, going against a nationally ranked team and performing as well as they did, even though they lost. They really felt like they built up that chemistry.
Coach Clint Evans, after the loss at Grandview, put on Twitter, "I'm proud of my group. They fought hard." And that team against what? The 19th, 17th, something like that. A top 20 school in the country with the #1 recruit in the class of 22. That is Lauren Betts. She's going to head off to the Stanford Cardinal. And we know a few guys from Colorado that attend Stanford as well. The pipeline is real, Matthew. Sam Smith going to check into the game for the Bruins. Kinsey Christensen will head off. And Roth has checked into the game for the Buffalos. Another block from Christensen. Kyle got Gordon. Going to give it to her. Gordon's layup just going to be short. I think Abby Reed's going to get it over the back foul there.
And what's going to lead to that fast break there, Ben, is Smoky Hill, they're aggressive. They want these points. Coach Rick Harris, he wants them to slow down a little bit. Pass. Find the other pass. That is actually one thing that Cherry Creek kind of struggled with in that Arapahoe game, and something that they worked on with Grandview that's made them a lot more effective. Just finding that other pass. Don't always go for the shot. Smoky Hill could afford to slow down, find another pass.
Absolutely, as McDavid checks back into the game. Reed's going to get a steal. No one out in front of her. She's just going to go straight to the hoop and will miss the layup for a change. Smokey, you're going to try to get the ball back. Trying to move it, a little bit of a block there. And just before the shot, Smoky Hill takes a timeout, their second of the game.
And Abby misses that layup there, Ben. That's one funny thing about Abby. She has been money from beyond the arc.
Absolutely money.
And she's now 1 for 14 within the arc. So she's got this area where she really could improve. And, of course, she's more than capable of improving. I mean, if you're money from beyond the arc, you can be money from within the arc, or really anywhere on the court for that matter.
We talked about it a little bit in the pregame, but Reed made all of her shots, besides free throws in that first game, from behind the arc. And we talked pregame. If Abby could start hitting some of those mid-range and inside shots, I mean, she's going to start obliterating some of her career totals.
Absolutely, Ben. I mean, she set her career total with 3 6-pointers and two free throws last week against Arapahoe. I mean, the way things are on track tonight, of course she could obliterate that career total.
Pass long, looking for Toom is no good, as the Bruins will get the ball back. It's 31-10. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. Apologies for that on our score bug, but it is quarter number 2. As McDavid inside. And now it's Kyle to McDavid. Back to Kyle in the paint. That ball bounced high off of somebody's foot. But Sam Smith's going to get a steal back at midcourt. Kyle looking for someone to move. Not a lot of movement happening out there. And she's going to get the ball back. Shot up is going to be blocked. We'll stay here. Checking back into the game is Julia Leach. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Colorado High School basketball on CCSN is brought to you by 303 Smiles, delivering amazing smiles for our Cherry Creek Bruins. Les Schwab Tires, Les Schwab, getting the right thing done the right way. Blacklist Athletics and Strongman. Are you ready for something different? Come check out Blacklist Athletic and Strongman, a new boutique gym located by the Centennial Airport. Black screen for Black Man. That was planned. And by Warner Law Offices. Warner Law Offices is thrilled to be a Cherry Creek basketball sponsor for 3 years running. Not all personal injury law firms are created equal. We welcome you back. Halfway through quarter number 2, the Bruins up 31-10 over the Smoky Hill Buffalos, and they have the ball on the offensive end. As a high pass to McDavid, she'll get it. It goes to Kyle at the top of the key. Looking inside to Leach. Ball was poked away, but McDavid will end up with it. And another one poked away, and then poked back by Kell. And after all that, Casey Kyle will end up with the ball, then go out to Sam Smith. McDavid, top of the key, pump fakes. Goes back out to Kyle. Trying to get a screen from Leach. Get a pull up from the free throw line and nail it. Casey Kyle will add 2 more after the nice mid-range jumper. We approach the 3-minute mark in quarter number 2. As it's Lindsay, guarded by McDavid. Back to Toom. And I believe Toom was fouled on the way by Leach. No, Nyabok too, Matthew. Someone who averaged 7.9 rebounds a game last year, the top rebounder, averaging 9.3 rebounds a game this year, and she's had games with 5, 15, and 8 rebounds so far this season.
Ben, she's got that height, and she's really aggressive off the ball. So, I mean, that's the reason why she's posting those awesome stats. 7.9 rebounds per game last year, 9.3 this year.
She was killing the boards in their Arapahoe game. And it's hard to do that against a team when you have Sam Crisp in the paint. Sam Smith going for a drive for the Bruins, but she is fouled on the way and will head to the line. Sam Smith shooting 100% from the line this season.
She's been really strong just in general in field goals. She's tied for Cherry Creek's second best field goal shooter, actually first best now, 40%.
She's got her first. She stays perfect on the season. She's got another one, 100% perfect on the season for Sam Smith. You're going to hate to see that streak end. Maybe it never will.
Maybe they'll just decide not to foul her anymore, Ben.
Sam Smith looking for Johnson in the paint. A great pass, but her shot was blocked. And now lots of people going to the ground. Leach there for the Bruins. Jump ball, possession arrow. Get a go to Smoky Hill. A physical game, to say the least. This evening we've seen lots of block shots, lots of steals. But hey, all in great fun here inside the Kurby Lyle Gymnasium. Mistad looked for a shot. It couldn't go. McDavid rushing down court, and speed kills. 2 more for Kel McDavid. Add 2 more for the Bruins. Mistad with the ball, shot up over Leach, can't go. And a rebound by none else than Toom is fouled on the putback. She'll head to the line, where she is 2 for 2 so far this evening. Foul going to go on Smith. The Bruins' 8th total foul of the half. Mistad's got her, Toom's got her first. And she's got her second. We have seen some excellent free throw shooting here tonight. Johnson gonna run the floor for the Bruins now. She's just gonna walk straight in. A high ball off the glass. Goes in for Johnson as the Bruins are closing in on 40 points. Inside 2 minutes to go in this first half. Lindsay guarded by McDavid. Looking for an inside pass. Toom's got it on the floor, and we're going to call a foul. Bruins ball. So now McDavid will run the floor. Lots of different people running the offense for the Bruins here in this second quarter. Johnson to Leach. Her pass was blocked, but Hedrick will end up with it. And a pass will miss. Smoky Hill will end up with the ball inside 90 seconds to go in half number 1. By the way, coming up at halftime on the CCSN Halftime Report, we got the Cherry Creek Palms virtually for all of you to enjoy at home. And a new episode of A Slice of Life with Cooper Katsky.
That has to be the best segment ever, Ben.
Smith's pass to McDavid is up and good. Add 2 more points to the paint for Kel.
And at 41 points now, Cherry Creek now breaking their season average points per game, just less than 1/2 into the game, Ben. Standout performance relative to this season, doing a fantastic job, exceeding expectations.
Johnson just broke some ankles and gets the finish. That one's making the highlight reel.
She got right back up too, Ben.
Another pass missed. And Johnson went up. Now Hedrick with almost 30 seconds to go. Back out Smith. Get a drive inside the paint. Shot up off the back iron. And a foul called. So now Tom heads back to the line. She's been perfect, 4 for 4 so far tonight. She's got her first. She was shooting the 1-and-1. And now she'll go for her second. That one won't go. That's her first free throw miss of the night. Sam Smith will come up with the ball for the Bruins. And a foul going to be called on the Buffalos as McDavid was trying to bring the ball up court. Coming out of halftime, we're going to talk to the man in charge, head coach Clint Evans. And a jump ball there. Sam Smith got tied up. Possession going to go to the Bruins. Johnson with the Bruins, 20 seconds left. Bruins are trying to hold a little bit. They want the last possession. So McDavid's gonna dribble towards the near side, then go to Johnson. 10 seconds to go. They're counting it down the bench. Johnson gonna drive, back out. Hedrick, guarded well. McDavid puts up a shot at the buzzer, and it is good! Go McDavid adds 2 more for the Bruins. And they're gonna head to the locker room with a 45-13 lead. Let's see if we can get the head coach, man in charge. All right, we're going to head to a slice of life with Cooper Katsky, the newest episode, and then after that, we'll have the head coach, the man in charge, Clint Evans.
Hi, I'm Cooper Katsky, and I'm here with Hawaii Pacific basketball commit, Abby Reed. Abby, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to start you off with some questions.
Okay.
If you got to spend a day with a celebrity, who would it be?
I'm gonna have to go with Kylie Jenner.
Wow, that's a great one. If you were to be a transformer, what vehicle would you turn into? And why?
I'd probably turn into a school bus because they're really, really big and they're yellow.
Wow, that's an incredible answer. I was not expecting that. What cartoon would you want to spend a weekend and why?
You know, I'd probably have to spend my weekend with SpongeBob.
With SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely scrumptious. Okay, back to you guys.
There you have it, the best segment on TV, A Slice of Life with Cooper Katsky. Joining us now, Cherry Creek head coach Clint Evans. Coach, what'd you like out there in the first half? Putting up 45 points. I mean, that's above your points per game total.
Well, I'm upset with you. You said the best segment all night, and I thought you were about to say time with Coach Evans, and then you babbled off some other BS. So, no, it's nice to see points up on the board. We're just trying to concentrate on little things, get better tonight. So hopefully we'll not waste the time.
You're spreading the love in terms of playing time tonight. You know, the littler guys are in there, taller guys and statue on the floor though. But steals are way up, rebounds are way up. I mean, those guys are really crashing the boards.
We're crashing the boards or they're crashing the boards? Because I thought we missed a lot of blockouts. But I guess I complain about everything. No, they're playing hard. It just, like I said, we just, you know, when we're playing really good teams, we got to do all the little things well. So I'm just trying to be nitpicky and make sure we do everything, all those little things that we need to be doing.
Last thought, in that first quarter, I mean, it looked like Abby and Casey were almost playing Pop-A-Shot, making it rain from three. And there's been almost no struggles from three so far this season, but maybe a few more problems from the mid-range. What have you liked from the field goals so far this game?
The mental side of the game where you see, you know, you're shooting the three and you see the ball go through the net can really, can really help you for future shots, future games. And we went 2 for 11 from the three against Grandview, and you know we probably could have hit 10 more threes. I don't know how much of a difference would it make, but I think mentally we haven't had a game where we've shot above 30.8%. So just seeing the ball go through the hoop is big for the kids, and I think this is going to catapult us just to start playing better.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck in the second half. We're going to head to the Cherry Creek Palms here on CCSN.
Girl's best friend. Woman's all girl's best friend. Southern girl like me, I ain't afraid to catch a trace. BBS is on me and I put it in the face. You want me to be a little more ladylike? Come through with my girls and meet you for ladies' night. You don't wanna go toe to toe with my pedicure. Everyone you know be like, bro, how you handle her? Woman's all girl's best friend. Woman's all girl's best friend.
Stop the track, let me state facts. I told you give me a minute and I'll be right back. Where your boss at? From my ladies up in here like the top black.
Showtime, time to shine. Showtime, showtime. Drop it. You gotta work it. Karaoke. You better. Come on. You better drop it. You better sing it, baby.
Why you all in my ear? Talking a whole bunch of that I ain't trying to hear. Get back, you don't know me like that. Get back, you don't know me like that. I ain't playing around. Make one false move, I'll take you down. Get back, you don't know me like that. Get back, you don't know me like that.
Get it right, get it tight.
Rockin' everywhere.
Get it right, pretty girl. Get it right, get it tight.
Rockin' everywhere.
My players don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back. Come on. I said my players don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, yo.
Well, there you have it, a very nice virtual performance from the Cherry Creek Bombs. We are just 30 seconds away from quarter number 3 here on CCSN. We want to remind you to join the conversation and tweet us at Cherry Creek SN. We want to hear everything you have to say about the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Smoky Hill Buffalos here in half number 2. Join the conversation at Cherry Creek SN on the Twitter. At the end of the first quarter at Smoky Hill, the Cherry Creek boys team leads it 20-12 after 1. So there we go. We'll get some more updates courtesy of Mr. Kevin Ulig. And we are just about ready to go here for half number 2. And as you tweet us, we'll also be taking a quick look at the YouTube comments as well, just to keep everything up to date. So Smoky Hill will start the half on offense, as Lindsay with the ball for the Bruins. Got Johnson, she was jumping across her. But the Bruins are playing some great man-to-man defense. And Buffalo's trying to find an inside pass. Leach there on defense. Hands up. And the shot is buried by Twom right over her. Smoky Hill's on the board here in half number 2. Leach, inside pass. Kyle right under the rim, wide open. She's got 2 more.
That's the kind of easy stuff that you always got to take advantage of, Ben. I mean, right there, that's almost free points. Casey Kyle left totally unguarded, able to get that layup, and Coach Rick Harris wants to make sure Cherry Creek doesn't get any more free points like that.
Smoky Hill going to call a full 60-second timeout. We're going to hear a quick message from our friends over at Les Schwab.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. During the Les Schwab Founders Celebration Sale, save up to $150 when you bundle select tires and brakes. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Thanks to our friends at Les Schwab Tires, getting the right thing done the right way. Stay tuned for the end of the game. We're here for the Les Schwab Tires Player of the Game in a post-game interview. So, get excited for that. Smoky Hill back on the offense coming out of the 60-second timeout. As Twom, guarded by Leach on the far side. Going to move it to the top of the key. The Bruins with some good inside defense. A three-pointer is up, but it does not fall from Lindsay. That's Kyle pushing the pace. She's got Johnson, and she gets the finish. Maria Johnson on the board, had no points coming into this game, but she's on the board here in game number 4. Kyle gonna pass it. This time Kinsey Christensen wide open, and she gets the finish. It's a layup clinic so far for the Bruins, and they have eclipsed the 50-point mark. It's 51-15. Palindrome right there. Smoky Hill trying to slow down the pace a little bit. Twom to Lindsay. Back out in the stud. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay pulls up. That one gonna be long over the hoop. Christensen with the rebound. Bruins absolutely pushing the pace. Bounce pass to Hedrick. Back out Johnson. She's gonna put up a 3. She hits it. Maria Johnson's got her first three-pointer as the Cherry Creek Bruins. Thanks for all of you tweeting in. This time it's Abby Hallam. We need a slice of life featuring Ben Paris 04. We'll have to ask Cooper about that one as Kyle. Bruins running the layup clinic. We've got 3 layups And the last 4 possession for the Bruins, add a 3-pointer from Johnson as well.
And that 3-pointer, Ben, that's going to put her at 100% on 3-pointers in her entire high school career, Ben. Don't want to break that streak either. 1 for 1.
Very weird. So it's the first game that we've had fans for the girls here at Cherry Creek, and when there's either a substitution or a foul, it just goes so quiet, Matthew. As we approach the 5-minute mark to go in quarter number 3, Kyle was looking for Hedrick cross court. Couldn't quite get that pass. And now Smoky Hill trying to work it in transition. Ball poked away. Johnson heading to the ground. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession goes to Cherry Creek. Now you get a touch on Abby Reed one more time in honor of the slice of life. I love that SpongeBob answer. Pretty good one there. What a great segment.
I just find the whole segment to be hilarious.
From start to finish,
baseball bat.
One of the greatest in-game segments possibly in sports history.
Well, yeah, that and our interview with Coach Evans, of course.
Hey, that's got to run. When we get the CCSN award show, comparable to the Emmys at the end of the school year, which, hey, anything could happen. We might have to make that a thing now. We're going to have segment of the year, and it could be Coach's Talk with Coach Evans. Leach goes 0 for 2 from the line, but Hedrick's going to get a rebound. Johnson wants it. She was hungry for a 3 after making her first. Looking for past the top of the Kyle. Going to go back out to Leach. Look for Christensen. A long 2. A pretty one. She knocks down the long 2. Add 2 more for Cherry Creek. Kinsey having herself a night.
She's really gotten it after it, Ben. I mean, she's hustled when no one else has pretty consistently throughout basketball, her entire career.
Cherry Creek ready to make a wholesale change. We've got 5 Bruins. Only 4 of them can change. Oh, was it a shooting foul? No. So all 5 of them can change. They'll go off to the Hill sisters and May League Brennan waiting for them in the bench. It's a pretty electric bench, if I do say so myself. So 5 new players, fresh legs out there for the Bruins. A 3-pointer is up and good from Paige Johnson. Reed looking for an inside pass. Couldn't get it to go as Logan will walk it to the basket. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. We have a Buffalo on the ground. It is Caroline Garland. And she'll get up and head off. And we'll get ready to reset things here as we approach 4 minutes to go, almost time for the midway timeout. All right, back to the action. McDavid's going to inbound. She's got Abby Reed. Pump fakes around 2 defenders, going to take an inside shot and knocks it down. A place that Abby's been trying to improve, and she hits it there. As the Bruins now get to 60. As McDavid with a great steal. I don't even think she was looking at the ball, and she gets the finish at the rim. Kel McDavid almost backhanded that steal. I don't think she was expecting it to come her way.
That was incredible, Ben. Just some high-level awareness there. Getting in, grabbing that ball, and then making the fast break and finishing, Ben. It's all you can ask for.
Another good finish, this time from Trinity Grambush. Charlie Gordon driving towards the hoop, back out to McDavid, trying to save it, but her back foot was out of bounds. And we're going to get a stoppage for our midway timeout. We'll keep it here, though, on CCSN. Matthew, I mean, we've seen a lot of just wide open layups, but it's been perfect from Cherry Creek ever since that Abby Reed miss I don't think the Bruins have missed a layup.
I don't think so either, Ben. It's real quiet in here, by the way. they've done just a great job executing, focusing, finishing, and that was one weakness they really had in week 1 against Arapahoe, and one of those little things that Coach Evans has talked about fixing, and something that I'm sure he's happy with tonight. They've done a great job fixing that since that Abby Reed miss.
Matthew, this goes from gym to museum or library in just about 3 seconds, and it is quite frightening. Almost, that's the best way. It's frightening.
Yeah, it feels like we shouldn't talk. Yeah.
It's just like, well, what do I say now? This is something that, until this year, no one had ever done before. And, you've got broadcasters in their basements, not even at arenas. I imagine that must be pretty weird as well. And there was a short period of time where we were almost broadcasting these games from next door on a monitor.
Some heads-up awareness there by Trinity Graham-Bush, grabbing that interception. Turn possession over to her team.
The three-pointer attempt is blocked by Sam Smith. Bruins going to try to push it again. Gordon and Reed got down court quickly. Great pick set there by Christensen. Gordon couldn't get that shot to go.
Those are the kind of picks that we talked about earlier. You want to set a pick, curl off of it in this 3-out, 2-in. Something they were struggling with. That's great execution right there. Pick by Logan and Charlie Gordon with the curl in the shot, right?
And Matthew, if I understand correctly, you did quite a bit of research for this game, including an extensive amount of research on the full court press.
I did do an extensive amount of research on the full court press, Ben, and it didn't really work out because obviously they haven't come out in the full court press. Maybe if we see a boys game with a full court press, we learned some interesting trivia after browsing around on Wikipedia.
We hit on that a little bit on Tuesday night with Abby Hallam and Nate Hendon. Shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound. I like that shot. All arms, no flick, but it still works. Henderson. All right, here comes Gordon from the corner. Just a little bit off. Rebound goes to Christensen. And she's going to get fouled. And she will shoot too. Logan, a 25% free throw shooter coming into the night. Went 0 for 2 in the last game against Grandview from the line. First one just short. And now here comes the second. Got to roll around and in. I like those.
As long as it gets you the points, Ben, it doesn't matter how.
Reed going to get a takeaway. Going to take it to the hoop. Almost lost it. And her shot is blocked and taken away by Graham-Bush.
Graham-Bush aggressive with those arms, getting in, trying, blocking, steals. It's been big so far for Smoky Hill.
Gordon takes her third foul of the game. She will remain in the contest.
And remind me, Ben, how many fouls is it to foul out in high school?
5.
5.
Quick three taken. Won't go off the inside back iron. And Reed going to take it down for the Bruins. Back out, McDavid. Bounce pass to Gordon. Gordon with a behind the back dribble. Going to drive towards the hoop, put one up. Oh, and it just hits the suspension rig. That's how the hoop is up here and how they bring it up towards the sky. But Gordon is very good at going, I mean, she makes up for her size differential against those big centers very easily.
Well, she's physical, Ben.
She might have blocked that shot right there. Talk about being physical. Some great defense as the ball goes out of bounds. Bruins ball. With 1:22 left to go. Reed, inside pass. Gordon, bounce pass to McDavid. She gets it back. Sam Smith will take one from the elbow just off the back. And Sam Smith with a steal. Reed, pop a three. Yes! She's absolutely spectacular from three, Matthew.
Absolutely spectacular is right, Ben.
I believe the term is shooters shoot. I believe that's what Abby Hallam says. She'll be back for the next girls' game. We wish her the best tonight. But if Abby Reed just keeps on shooting from 3, and she loves that top of the key, I've got nothing to say. No objections. Oh, she's going to get it back. She was a little bit too far behind the arc to pop one from there. She's going to get it back. We are at 25 seconds. Bruins going to reset and hold for the final possession. She didn't want the screen from Christensen. Bounce pass into Gordon. Almost got the reverse finish. Back out. Reed. Three-pointer. Oh, just off the front iron. After McDavid can get that. Reed's going to have to get back to try to stop this fast break. And she's going to foul Grambush, who was going towards the rim.
This is going to be Grambush's first free throw on the year.
Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
1 for 1 on the season.
100% free throw shooter, Ben.
And now her second. Now the Bruins should have time to get shut off if they get the ball here. Which they do not. Shut up at the... Oh, the clock didn't stop. Start, rather. Oh, now it did. So we're going to call it the end of the third quarter after the clock didn't start on the missed free throw, and then it started after the referee blew his whistle. So we're gonna compromise and call it the end of the third quarter here on CCSN. We'll head to the fourth. Bruins up big, 66-23.
Hi, we're Blacklist Athletics and Strongman. We're a new gym here in Centennial. We'd love to have fun and train a little different here.
Go Creek basketball!
We like to show you how different we are.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. During the Les Schwab Founders Celebration Sale, save up to $150 when you bundle select tires and brakes. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
We welcome you back to the Cherry Creek Sports Network. It's time for quarter number 4. The Bruins up 66-23 in this one. Once again, stay tuned for the end of the game for the Les Schwab Player of the Game. We'll hear some of their thoughts on tonight's game against the Buffalos of Smoky Hill. So it looks like pace has picked up just a little bit for the Buffalos. Shot up from 3 is good.
Beautiful, Ben, beautiful.
Jaslyn Lindsay just said splash. Now Kyle, back out. Hedrick was looking towards the rim. She wanted a 3. Gonna go back up for Kyle. She'll take one. Won't go. Rebound goes to Julia Leach. And out of bounds. Ball gonna go to Smoky Hill. Pass up, a great, pretty much reception there from Henderson. And as they're looking for Grambush, the point guard, we're going to take a timeout. We want you to join us for our next broadcast coming up on Saturday afternoon. It's the Cherry Creek Bruins, the number 3 ranked Cherry Creek Bruins, getting ready to take on, the number 4 ranked Cherry Creek Bruins going to take on the number 3 ranked Regis Jesuit Raiders from the Family Sports Center. Coverage going to begin just before 3 o'clock right here on CCSN. That is one that I'm awfully excited for, Matthew.
Well, I'll be excited to watch you, Ben. You do a great job with the hockey play-by-play.
Selfishly, I mean, they're, especially at an empty hockey rink, when it's supposed to be on Saturday, I mean, it's just, I love it. I just love the ice. I love the Zamboni, you know. It's just so calm during the intermissions. And then you get out to the action, and it is always a good one when Cherry Creek and Regis get together on ice. Cherry Creek number 4, Regis number 3, and the night before, Regis number 3 taking on number 2 Valor. So a pretty big weekend in the hockey scheme of things. And a travel called. Bruins get to get this one back. So once again, yep, join us Saturday just before 3 o'clock on CCSN. Not quite sure who will be alongside that one this weekend, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. By the time the mics turn on, Hedrick was driving towards the hoop, tried to put up a shot, and a travel get to be called on Maria Johnson. Bruins up 40, 66-26, 6:20 to go in this fourth quarter. As Hedrick on the defense there, Nastad with the ball. Corner 3, going to be put up. A little bit long there from Grambush. Now Johnson going to push it. A little bit too hard off the back book, and Christensen's shot hit the rim on the putback. As a great floater there from Grambush, some nice touch. We'll get 2 more on the board. Kyle to Leach, back out Hedrick. Then to Christensen, bounce pass to Leach in the paint. A great bounce pass from Christensen gets Leach the finish. Shot up won't go. Kyle looking for someone down court. She finds Kinsey Christensen. Kinsey's shot won't go. Rebound to Leach. She'll get it to finish.
And Kinsey on the front of that fast break there. Ben, you talked about Kel. She's on varsity track. Well, so is Kinsey. 2 Letterman in 2 varsity sports. Actually, Kel and Kinsey both also on cross country. You have a lot of speed in this arena, Ben.
Speed kills. Hedrick gonna pull up a 3. Won't go. Rebound goes to Johnson. And Johnson gonna keep it. Go inside to Kyle in the paint. Shot is up. Won't go. Leach gets the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball. Should stay here. The amount of speed on both this team and the boys' team is unreal because Miles Purchase absolutely ran the floor on Tuesday night. But his brother Blake kind of stole the spotlight when he threw one down. And Miles said stay tuned for the next one. That one coming next week on CCSN. We'll see if Miles, who is actually the shortest man on the depth chart for the boys' team, we'll see if he throws one down before the end of the season. Shot up won't go. Rebound to Christensen. She is knocking it down from the mid-range, getting it done from inside the paint as well. And Johnson gonna get called with a foul there.
And Kinsey Christensen has really only improved as the season has gone on, Ben. I mean, she had a little bit of a bumpy start, a little bit timid in the paint versus Arapahoe that first week. Last week against Grandview, she was just on fire. And, of course, tonight she's found a way to beat that.
We'll take a mid-quarter timeout here as the Bruins get ready to make another wholesale change. Abby Reed going to check into the game. Matthew, how many three-pointers is she going to make while she's in there?
Oh, I don't want to guess a number, Ben, but you can bet she'll go for a few and probably make most of them.
I'm guessing at least 2. During football season, her dad liked to join the conversation at Cherry Creek SN and gave us a lot of Miles Purchase predictions. And I believe in the state championship, I think he said 2 Miles Purchase touchdowns and an interception. He got it 100% right because Purchase got the first 2 touchdowns of the game and got an interception, which pretty much sealed the deal for the Bruins in that second half. Pretty good night in Pueblo. Bus ride home and back was a little chilly, though. Speaking of Pueblo, the state wrestling tournament was also moved to Pueblo. And the state basketball tournament, and by tournament I mean just the championship games, the tournament is going to take place at the home site of both schools, and the championship will take place at the Broadmoor Event Center in Colorado Springs. Abby Reed, pump fake, another one. Back to Smith, mid-range. She's got it. Abby Reed was looking for a 3 there, but Sam Smith with the finish. And the Bruins are sharing the love with the scoring this evening. Logan Christensen with the rebound. Gets it back to Gordon. Nice behind the back dribble, and another one. That was slick. Bounce pass to McDavid in the paint. Trying to get the finish, won't go. Smith with the rebound, straight to the hoop.
We'd love to see those rebounds from Sam Smith, Ben. She is so aggressive getting after those offensive rebounds. If that was any one highlight from her first week against Arapahoe, it's definitely those offensive rebounds. Keeping that up tonight.
She just kept it going. There was one possession where I believe she got 3 in a row, Matthew. And that shot missed the backboard and the basket.
Bonus for Smoky.
And the Bruins are going to get the ball back. Matthew, we got to start thinking, who's that Les Schwab player of the game?
Well, Ben, I think that decision's all up to you, but there are a number of strong candidates tonight.
We can interview the whole team.
Sure we could, and the coach at the same time, Ben.
What a finish there from Gordon. I mean, really, we could give it to anybody.
Right, or Mei Ling and the Hill twins. They're on the sidelines tonight.
They did justice. I mean, they're contributing as well.
All right. I mean, here with the moral support.
Gordon draws her 4th foul of the game. Just under 2 minutes left. I imagine she's going to come out here. Just kidding. Abby Reed will come out for Laurel Hedrick. So Gordon's in there with 4 fouls. The clock is running. I believe that has to do with the 50-point lead for the Bruins. So we'll have to think about that Les Schwab post-game player of the game.
You'll have to think about it, Ben.
We'll have to get some thoughts from our crew. By the way, our crew tonight was Chloe Mizenko, Ella Barclay, Tyler Tolbert directing tonight. And alongside Matthew Anderson, I'm Benjamin Paris. Logan Christian. Sin got the rebound. We might even have to talk to Sam Smith. There's a lot of people I like out there for great candidates. How about we give it to a junior, Matthew? We're both juniors. We got a plethora of juniors out there.
This class of 2022 gives us a lot of hope, not only for this season, but also next season, right, Ben? I mean, they're strong and they work really well together.
No, I don't like to relate with Lauren Betts in a lot of things, but the fact that she has a 22 next to her name, right next to the 1 for #1 recruit in the nation, sure makes me happy, because I feel like I'm associated with that. Because the class of 21 here at Creek, infamous, absolutely infamous, this class of 21. All across the board, really, but gotta give my class of 22 some love. I think tonight we're gonna hand it out to the class of 2022. I vote Sam Smith.
I'll defer to you, Ben.
All right, I vote Sam Smith. You're gonna have to grab her though.
I grabbed Coach Clint earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Our chief grabber and headset putter downer.
Uh-huh. Mostly because I'm the color guy, but besides.
My apologies. Hedrick with the great finish. Add 2 more for the Bruins.
If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Hedrick's first score on the season.
Believe you're correct. 3-pointer up at the buzzer. Won't go, and that will end it here from Kurby Lyle. Your final score, the Cherry Creek Bruins 80. The Smoky Hill Buffalos 28. The Bruins get their first win of the season, and I believe it is their 29th win in a row against these Smoky Hill Buffalos since that first season that we started tracking stats. So, Coach Evan told us that games like this is going to help them in those games down the season. And one win can easily turn into more. The Bruins finally in the win column after tonight. We're getting ready for the Les Schwab player of the game. We will be right back. We have a team effort here. Producer Tyler Tolbert just ran out the door to try to catch Sam Smith, but we'll hear from her in just a few moments. Here, Cherry Creek picks up their first win of the season. Once again, your final score, Cherry Creek 80, Smoky Hill 28. You like nights tonight? Like tonight. And here comes producer Tyler back into the gym with Sam Smith. You like nights like tonight because it really improves those stat categories, which are always great to read off. Let's make sure that we have our everything ready to go for Sam Smith. All right, here we are. We are with our Les Schwab player of the game, Sam Smith. Sam, an excellent grade tonight, doing a great job. You always finish well in the paint. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I've just always grown up being a post, so that's kind of one of the things that I'm pretty confident in is finishing at the rim.
And your mid-range shot has really developed well. What have you liked from your shot selection so far this season?
I've liked that I'm pretty much choosing the shots that I feel comfortable taking, and I think I'm taking shots that aren't too forced, and we're really finding our shot as a team, and I'm glad that I can look for that.
All right, Sam, last question. Your team picks up their first win of the season. Where do you guys go from here?
Hopefully just up. I think that this was a really good game because we were really working as a team, and hopefully we can just keep improving as working all together.
All right, thanks, Sam. We will see you tomorrow. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it from the Kurby Lyle Gymnasium. Once again, your final score, Cherry Creek 80, Smoky Hill 28. For my entire crew, I'm Benjamin Paris, signing off.